Now then, welcome back to another episode on the Avant server. FTOG server playing Avant 3. Today I am joined by Mistaken. Just flew out of shot. How you doing?
Hello. Hello. Yeah, I thought I'd do a jump, but I forgot that I had flight.
You fly. Last week, I popped around here to try and get a bat and get flight, and I was interested in one of the rooms that I saw down in your basement.
Ah, the evil room.
The evil room, yes. And you tricked me to start off with. You were a bit of a witch, aren't you?
Yes.
You've given me a bit of a trick. You got your Britannia stuff going, and you've also got some EvilCraft going as well.
I have a lot of things going.
I've arranged for Mistaken to give me a brief tour of some EvilCraft stuff that you've been doing in a previous episode on your channel. I want a brief recap of what you did there, down in your evil basement.
Okay. Well, if you come down to my evil basement, I can show you the stuff I started on. So, yeah. We just go down the stairs here into the dungeon.
To the dungeon deep.
Ah, actually.
This way. You forgot which way you were going.
I am terrible at directions, don't follow me, but yeah. Yeah, so this is the evil room, and it's just a starter setup of EvilCraft. I haven't really gotten very far in it, but yes, so this is the basic blood, just going from left to right here. The basic blood infuser, which lets you infuse things with blood. So also, I made one of these things for you. It's a blood extractor. Ooh. And it's very easy to make. But basically, if you have this in your inventory and you kill mobs, it sort of fills up with blood.
Okay, so just in your inventory anywhere?
Yeah, anywhere in your inventory. It's not the fastest way of getting blood, but it's sort of like the beginning one. Well, so a lot of people, to introduce this mod, show you throwing mobs from a great height and then scraping up the blood. But I don't know, because you don't need anything special to craft this, so I think you might as well just start with that.
So that is a blood infuser from EvilCraft. Let me have a quick search in the JEI.
Yeah.
It's the blood altar. I've got a purifier, I've got a blood chest, I've got a blood infuser.
Yeah. So
what's that?
Infuser
blood infusion core.
Sort of the... Well, so you need the blood infusion core to make anything. And that takes a dark power gem, which is basically the dark gems that you mine, dipped in lots of blood.
Okay.
So you need 5 buckets of blood to make your first one. But then the next ones, you can just make it by putting them in the blood infuser and infusing them with blood.
Yeah, and a little bit of XP. So how do you make it in the first place, did you say? Because that's not showing up in JEI.
You basically dig a hole of 5 blocks, and then you put blood in them, and you throw in the dark gem. The thing that's a little bit frustrating is that the blood will congeal. It will harden as you're
building.
You're building, so you sort of have to be quick about it, throwing the dark gem in there. But yeah, once you get it, that's it. Now, the
blood from the blood extractor allows you to put the blood into there.
Now, the other thing you will need is those shards. I think you can see the shards around the blood core.
The blood shards, yeah.
Yeah. So these ones, you actually want the congealed blood. So I will demonstrate that now. So basically, I'm taking my blood extractor and just putting blood around here.
Right-clicking it.
Yeah.
Oh, and then it congeals very fast. Yeah, I see.
It's sort of, I think it takes a random time. So if you wanted to make it a dark power gem, you'd have to throw it in before it congeals. And then when it's hardened, you take a flint and steel, and you see some of them take a long time to, I think it's sort of random how long they take. Yep. But you take your flint and steel and you basically set that block on fire, and it releases those power gem. Here, have a go.
Oh, okay. Just like that. Yeah. And does blood hurt? No, apparently not.
No, blood seems to be quite
It doesn't hurt you. Okay.
Yeah,
But you get 6 shards for that. That's pretty good.
I think you get like a random number. But I'm surprised. Oh, finally this block's congealed.
I am up to 14 now.
Yeah.
So these two.
I think it's a sort of random number. But anyway,
Fortune-like. Okay.
yeah. So once you have, I'll give you one of the dark power gems that I've created earlier.
Okay.
So now you can make the blood infusion core, and with the blood infusion core you can make a blood infuser.
Okay.
So that's just cobblestone. And once you have a blood infuser, if you put your filled extractor where the blood droplet is, it will fill up with blood.
Aha, so that's how you put the blood from your extractor into the infuser.
Yeah.
Into a fuser. Okay.
Infuser.
Makes sense.
And then you put stuff in here and it infuses with blood and makes other stuff. So this is a much easier and more efficient way of making the dark power gems.
Oh, undead sapling from a dead bush.
There's all sorts of interesting things, like I think you can make gas tears, and I think you can convert bones into blaze rods. And seeds into netherwort and all sorts of if you
see stone to bloody stone.
Yeah, if you have you clicked on where it says show recipes? Now,
yeah, I'm just looking through them now.
The problem is I don't know if you see, but there's like this promise of tenacity thing for some of the recipes.
There's a promise.
There's
promise acceptor.
There's like an upgrade slot, so you have to make these promises to put in the upgrade slot to unlock some of the recipes.
Oh, okay. And that's a iron promise, a bowl of promises, and a spider eye.
Well, it's sort of, I mean, it sort of gets more complicated, but
it does look like there's lots and lots of recipes.
There's a lot of recipes, but the basic blood infuser as it is now will work. And the other thing you can make is a blood chest. So this is another one of those cores, the blood infusion cores. And I think it's just surrounded by wood, like you would do a chest rather than... Yep. And what this does is you fill it up with blood and you put your items in here and they get repaired.
Ah, it's a repair thing.
It's a repair thing.
Is it anything, though? Any item?
I think pretty much so, yes. They don't have to be dark. They definitely don't have to be dark EvilCraft items. I think it's just weapons, etc.
I'm just filling my blood extractor from the blood that you've put into the blood infuser.
Ah, okay. I'm not sure if
I put a bit of that into the blood chest and then an item. Oh, it's not showing the item. Do I put the item in the chest? Oh yeah, I can see the durability going up on it now.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Now,
that's
the only problem is occasionally, very occasionally, it will put a breaking enchantment on your item, and then you don't want to use that because then it will break very easily.
That's good.
There's
a downside.
There is a low probability of it happening, but then this is where the purifier comes in, which is the next item here.
Mm-hmm.
So the purifier is basically like a disenchanter. It will take the last enchantment of an item.
Ah, so you can take the breaking off the item.
But also you can take enchantments of, like, sometimes you get leather armor from mobs with like cool enchantments. Or stone picks, in dungeons with good enchantments. So you can use that to take the enchantments off.
How does that work then?
I've just put my sword in.
You just put your sword in, take the enchantment off.
The only problem is that you need to make a book. So it's like a bloody book.
A bloody book, a blook.
A blook.
Okay,
and you make the blook.
I see that.
And you make the blook by infusing in the blood infuser. But the problem is it needs one of those promises of tenacity. I think not the very high level ones. But once you have that, you can make the blook. And then you put the blook and the item in here, and it takes the enchantment of the item and puts it on the book.
That's really good. I like that.
That is pretty cool. So this is sort of how far I've got in my little dungeon. This purifier would be really good next to an experience farm that gives you all the drops and stuff. Yeah. Oh yes, excellent. That would be excellent. Yeah.
So that is the next thing that we're planning on doing together.
Yes, because I think we've decided that we are going to try and make it public.
A
EvilCraft.
community version with basically a dark tank and a purifier, as I see it.
Yeah.
To be able to automate, well, not automate necessarily, but allow people just to be able to do this bit.
Stuff, yeah.
Maybe make their own looks quite easily in a blood infuser with a promise of tenacity.
Yeah.
And have a blood supply from mobs in the mob farm.
Well, this is the thing. We thought putting it next to Grok's Tower of Death would be an excellent thing, because then we could use... Because apart from the extractor, you can also directly get the blood from mobs, from a mob farm, using a pedestal of some sanguinary pedestal. I think
which you actually have set up in the Nether already, don't you?
That wasn't me, actually. That was Toddy. But yeah, he set it up.
That was Toddy,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so I've seen one of those, and I don't know if I've shown my viewers yet one of those. So we'll make those sort of things, and we'll fix them all up into this spawn area next to Grok's Tower.
Yeah, so I think let's go there and like prospect and see what area we can...
Yep,
yes.
upstairs.
Now, the only problem with you is I'm not sure how you're going to... Oh, no, you can fly now.
I can fly.
You can fly.
Last time I was here, I was getting the ability to, and this time I can.
So I
need to sleep first because my power comes from the power of the sun.
Ah, okay. Well, if you fly up here, I've got the first frame is
spawn.
That takes me to my house in the spawn. Can you see me? Because I sometimes become invisible.
I can see you.
Hey,
yep.
I am visible.
I remember that you can become invisible. You played a little trick on me when I was coming for the first time.
That was not a trick. I was wondering why we were so antisocial and weren't like saying anything to me.
Okay then. So we've got a little bit of a setup on this bridge. Kind of looking okay. We still need to do some more design work and dirty it up a little bit. It's all very clean and tidy right now, but we've got a little center circle and an area for kind of all of the stuff to go on in the middle of a ring, like a Stonehenge, with an altar in the middle for all our stuff.
Dark, evil stuff.
Dark, evil things. But now we've got an idea of how to connect all of this stuff into the mob farm that's currently over here by breaking Grok's mob farm and replacing some of the parts.
Yeah, it's going to look almost like it is now. We're not going to break it up too much.
Not too much. The first things first is these sanguinary pedestals. Is that what they're called?
Yes.
Sanguinary pedestals, which you've made over at your setup. We need to place those in the back underneath the plate.
They're actually very easy to make, I have to say. I was expecting something more sophisticated, because this is where the proper blood-getting automation comes in.
Yes, and if they're that simple to make, then this should be a very simple thing for most people to be able to sort out.
Well, you don't need some dark gems. You need to collect quite a few dark gems from mining. But once you have them, basically that's... Let me just show my people the recipe. But basically it's all dark gem. Yeah.
Dark gems.
Dark gems and dark block, which is made from dark gems. So you need, I think, 15 dark gems per one. And you
pretty simple, really, isn't it?
You can upgrade them, but I think the upgrading is more useful for when you're scraping blood of cobble. Whereas what we are going to be doing is getting the blood from the dark plates, the spike plates. Spike plates.
Sending it straight down about here.
Yeah. And
somewhere around here.
The very exciting thing is that you can just pipe it with pipes, like any normal fluid.
I need to get to about here, don't I? And then go down a few. And then stop using my pick to get dirt. Would be a good plan as well.
Yeah.
And then so the piping can come from the pedestals out and then down into this hole.
Yeah. Let me actually bring the piping because I think it's still in the chest.
Okay, I will start digging away this way now. So I need to go this way.
Okay. I'll just
Start
follow. I'll just follow you and
Follow with pipes. Yeah.
follow with pipes. So
Now I have marked the bottom of the altar with a piece of cobblestone. So hopefully I can find that piece of cobblestone at the base of the altar. And that's when I know I've got to dig up. Aha, there we go.
Wow.
So there's my bit of cobble. Nice, it worked. Plan successful. And now to bring that up. Is it night time? I can't fly through all of a sudden.
No, it's not.
Nope, I got it.
It might just be a... Okay, just go through the tunnel. Ah, the torch is in the way.
Well, move the torches, it'll be fine. We don't need to worry about...
I can put them on the floor. Well, we would...
Okay.
I'd hate for creepers or something to spawn in here and,
That was the last thing we need.
and
Yeah.
blow up our setup. I just hope I've made enough piping for this, but it's not very far, is it now? We're
Not too far now.
about to come out. I'm just gonna put torches as I go along to make it
Yep.
spawn proof.
I need to block this bit off again now so that it looks exactly as it was when we first got here. And you've made a couple of facades ready to go on there as well.
Yes. So
Got the-
Grok does not know
It won't even know we're stealing the blood.
blood.
The blood.
Do you
You
have?
can hardly tell.
I have the facades now here. I've made 3. I hope that's enough.
It is exactly enough, I believe.
So if I put one here and one here, and I guess in the middle as
Third
well.
one in the middle, yeah. And then we've
Yeah.
got normal blocks can go just there. Yeah. That'll be perfect.
You'll get the
Okay.
normal blocks. I should. Don't know why.
I've got some in my inventory.
Oh, okay.
Put a couple
If
of
you can
plain.
patch that up.
There you go.
Brilliant.
Wouldn't even know we're doing anything at all totally subtle, no sign of anything. So when people are using the mob farm,
They will
They
think
will-
that blood just magically appears there.
the blood will disappear from the altar. They're not used to collecting blood from this mob farm anyway, are they?
No, no.
So we are using and utilizing the easily created community produce. Stealing it and filtering it over to this side.
Yes, but it's all in a good cause, you know. Shall
All
I?
in
I
a very good-
think we probably need a couple more pipe things on the sides like this.
Yeah, and then we would end up with another couple of facades on those 2 you've just
Yeah.
placed
Which I
in
haven't
order to
made
round
yet,
out
but
an altar like
yeah,
this.
That's right. Yeah. Well,
Swap.
we can sort that out at a later date.
Yep. And potentially we've got a blood infuser and we've also got a blood chest. If we put the blood infuser facing this way, that would be in like the side of the altar.
Very nice.
And we'll replace this chest with the blood chest.
Uh-huh.
Both of those are then receiving blood from the piping.
You know what? I think we made a slight mistake.
We do need to set it to export without the
Yes.
redstone signal first, don't we? Okay.
We
yeah.
do. I think if I just dig through here, I should hopefully... where is it?
Mm-hmm. The
I think I need to dig a
main
bit
sort
more.
of thing. With this design, we could have a couple of purifiers going as the altar's sides as well. That would look quite good. I like that. We got any of those red bricks? The
If you have any mossy bricks, then you can...
I was just looking at the idea to match up with the EvilCraft blocks themselves. Start off with to see what it was look like. As
I think
a red.
yeah,
These might be a bit too red.
possibly. I think we have a slight problem. I think the... I think the thing ate a few of my painted facades.
Well, they'll be in the other side. Do you want to try and grab them?
Yeah, I'll go and get them.
Have you turned them all on?
I think so. There's nothing happening. Did you turn the
The mob farm isn't working at the minute. That's the only.
Oh, that's why there's no blood. But yeah, I've made it all extract without.
I can't see them in here because there's other blocks in here as well. I'm just going to take all the blocks out, and eventually I will get to. I found two. Found two. Was that all you were missing?
Yeah.
And I think that's all of it. I think that's all of it. Yeah, we'll do.
Okay.
Let's go and those in there. So it's all and there and there. It's all coming back out now. So if we turn the mob farm on now, we should start receiving blood up at that end. So let's put some zombies on. Let the zombies just go and kill, die, and all their blood. So long as it's on the back plates, should go through. I don't know about the front plates. I don't think they will collect blood
possibly
anyway.
Not, but I don't think it matters because we should be getting so much blood that
it's all free anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't see it coming yet.
No. The blood infuser is full.
Be do with it. You got
The
an
blood
insert
chest
there.
is okay. It's not coming. Well, it's full, but it's not coming through. So
Not coming through, is it? Well, that's a piping issue that we've got to fix.
Wow.
Can see no reason at this end. Is there definitely every single piece of pipe all connected? Let's have a quick check of our workmanship and we'll be right back.
Indeed.
Needing to fill up before it would get to the top.
Yeah.
It's all right. Yeah, now it's all filling up. I'm not sure if I like these red nether bricks. I think they might be a little too bright to go with the things.
Possibly.
Blood infusers are very light red, isn't it? More pinky, fleshy colour. Whereas
Possibly.
the bricks are a bit darker. But we'll see. We'll mess around with the design side of it. There you go. There's a reservoir. And we could also have an access point to get to that at a later date as well.
Yeah.
But
it is filling up now. Okay. Well, the only problem with having it, well, I guess everything's full at the top, right? Because this takes 144 millibuckets, 144 buckets. So that's going to take a while to fill up, even with the zombies.
Be a very big reserve, won't there?
Even with the zombies working full time at it. But
it's how often are people going to be using this particular blood? So they might be using the mob farm a lot more than they're using the blood farm.
Yeah. Now I think it will work very well.
Okay.
Let me just refill this, and I think what I'd like to see right now is the purifier in action.
Let's do that then. Let's test out the purifier. So the idea of the purifier was to remove enchantments off. Is that what you said?
Yeah, but also what would be nice is to remove enchantments and put them on a book. Because especially with the mob farm, you often get leather items that have very good enchantments on them.
Yes, so this is an ideal place for it. Yeah, so let's get one of these books out of here. So is it right-clicking onto the purifier?
Do you have a book or a block? Oh, first of all, you have to make a block.
How do you make a block?
Well, you need the Promise of Tenacity 1 in a blood infuser. So I'm just going to put that in the upgrade slot. And I think if you put the book in now,
should
It should
receive the
turn
blood.
Yeah. One of the things that the Promise of Tenacity seems to do is it seems to really increase the internal tank of the blood infuser.
It did, yes, because it was full a minute ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I think without it, it can hold 10 buckets, but now it holds 40 buckets. So
Okay.
that's why the blood level went down. It didn't really go
And now
down.
we have the block.
Aha. So
So now, tell me.
I think you put the item you want to disenchant in,
Okay.
and then the block, I think.
Disenchanting item, and then the block.
Oh,
look at this bubble.
Bubbles.
Oh, and then the blood's all gone. I've got the leather boots with the no enchantment on.
Okay, and
right click again, and I get.
oh,
the
that
enchanted
looks like a
book.
shiny book.
It's a shiny book with soulbound on.
Ah, and who doesn't like Soulbound?
Who does? And then it fills back up with blood again quite quickly.
Ah,
That's good. Good.
Wow.
It's going to take a little bit of stocking up. But I think if we start building a like central altar type feel, we can build a kind of a platform around it, get creative with design, and show off what we've built for the end of the episode.
and in that meantime, it will all fill up with blood because we'll let the zombies do their thing.
We'll turn them all on. We'll have zombies and endermen and skeletons.
Excellent.
Everything all at once.
All right. Okay, then let's get building.
Literally just next to it. So right where it's standing. Can it go? Yes,
See
blood.
what I mean?
Awesome
And I
idea.
think that's quite nice and naturally occurring. And we get some beef.
Uh-huh. Go on then, grab some more. And then we
Alright.
can stand at the top and drop our cows down for the blood stains.
I think we should film that. Okay, I've
Yeah,
got
that's
a
what I mean.
pig.
Yeah, let's do that.
I have a pig. Come, piggy. Your sacrifice will be. Where shall I? Do you think if it falls on a half slab, it's not gonna do it?
If it falls on the half slab, it's not. Probably not. No. Go on. Should we give it a push?
Yeah, push.
Go on,
the
little
pig.
piggy. Go on, little pig. Get down you go. Down you go. Down you go. Down you go. And splat.
Say, and
Splat.
we've got blood spatter.
Blood stained. Yes. Works perfectly. We can blood stain it up all the way around. We don't need to do it all the way, I suppose, just
I
in
mean,
places.
We need,
Let's do another one on that block there.
I see a sheep.
Dropping animals from great heights.
Honestly, we are so cruel. We're just doing this for
It's science.
art.
It's
Well, I
art.
think it's more art than science.
Say so. Okay. We've got those 3 spots, I think, for the art.
Okay. What? So, the spot's here. Okay. All right. Come on, sheepy. Down you go. Come on.
Just break the block. Just break the block.
I'll
before
break the
into
block.
right place.
Yeah. Because,
Yeah.
well,
Down you go as well. Splat. That's good. That's good. That's good. Make it all
okay,
go
let's
like.
see
And if we've
another.
lit it properly, I could potentially take a few of the blocks out and have some blood splattered around. But I think just blood around the altar bit itself looks good enough.
Yeah, and it contrasts so nicely with the white.
Yep. It's looking good.
Okay, here's a pig.
Bye, pig.
Splat! This is so cool.
Do you think that looks like enough? A little bit on each side?
I think so, yeah. Maybe we should spare any more animals.
Spare the cruelty.
Yeah.
Dig it down. Back to the redstone altar. And then show it off in all its glory to the viewers.
I do think we should, yeah. Because it is actually a very nice piece of work. Mostly done by Nemsun. I just did the spikes here.
Awesome spikes, though. They
Yeah.
really top it off. To get it. They really top it off. It's a bad joke. All right, nobody laugh. It's fine. Those spikes really top it off. Right, I'm going to sleep, and then we'll do a proper guided tour, viewers.
Okay.
Guided tour of this thing right here that you can see while I'm sleeping.
You look very... Oh my god, you look very strange.
Well, thank you very much. It's coming from the woman with bat wings.
With what? Oh, bat wings.
Who likes throwing cows off?
Hey, it was for art, and it was your idea.
My idea. Okay. All right. So the reasoning behind it all is we wanted something that stood out. We wanted something that looked like it could be a sacrificial altar, and also we wanted it to tie in with Grok's farm. I kind of wanted to contrast it, so I did black instead of white as the main spiky bits. I think that's an okay idea. I don't know. I'm not going to swap it round, but I think that's okay. To match him with Grok's a little bit better, it should have been the other way around. I switched it a little bit and spent ages digging down underneath the build to put all the stairs in afterwards. I think that took the longest, was putting all the stairs underneath and digging the platforms off.
I think my spikes took the longest.
Well, I did all of the bottom bit while you were doing the spikes, so I guess the spikes took as long as it took me to do the base. And dig down and do the stairs and all that. But overall, it's a functioning and rather good-looking altar thing. The only thing is the bone walls inside. I think we're going to need to do a little bit of chisel bits, crafting and messing around in here. Maybe even take it down another level and use them as storage platforms. Put some chests hidden inside the walls. Maybe, I don't know yet. But it's good for now. It's good for now. The altar itself, we've got a little access point, which we need to put a little trapdoor on, but it'd be nice if we could do like a carpenter's trapdoor, but we don't have carpenters just yet. So that we could make it look like the floor or a grate or something or other that we can open and go down. It doesn't need to go in very often. We're only really doing it just so we could check on the blood. And at the minute, the dark tank is absolutely full as of when we started. So people have been... I can't get out. There we go. Come back. So people have obviously been using the mob farm quite a bit because all the blood from the mob farm has filled up 144 buckets worth and that of maybe 20 buckets worth in the pipes. And it's filled up the blood chest, it's filled up the blood infuser, and it's keeping the purifier full of blood as well. And the redstone top is just to kind of give it an altar feel, a blooded up altar. Not sure exactly about the redstone. Maybe red carpet would look a little bit better.
To be honest, one block that I really like using is the netherwort block.
That could work, yeah.
It's sort of very
also look more like a big cloth that's been blood-soaked.
Yeah.
Sacrificial blood-soaked cloth. And redstone was just the first big red block that I came up to, and I thought I'd give that a go. The nice thing about having it cut to like 2 pixels or so gives us the ability to put our books into the purifier, and they sit on top of the altar and spin around a bit like an enchanting table. It's quite nice.
Oh, it's cool.
I also want to show that it's all fully functioning. We can still right-click the purifier and things still work, and you can still take things out and move them about and all that kind of stuff, and get the enchantments off the stuff very quickly. So anybody can now use this to get any enchantments they want, and then use various Britannia enchanting methods to duplicate that book as many times as they need. It'd be awesome for a mending book.
Yeah.
I just picked up a Smite 2 and a Life-Stealing 1. Life-Stealing 1. That sounds like I'm going to gain every time I hit something. Sounds awesome. But yeah, this project, for now, the community blood bank. Don't know what better to call it. The community blood bank is now fully functional and operational. Perhaps the only thing left to do is put a sign on it, made by Nemsun and Mistaken, or
Perhaps.
Mistaken and Nemsun, for the community.
Yep.
And we are done.
Yep. And it's been a pretty big project, to be honest, but I'm glad we did it.
It's been fun, though, isn't it?
Yeah. No,
Fun.
we learned the mod, and building this was fun. Well, it's fun now.
The amount of times she shouted, screamed, like, I don't want to do this.
Yes, well, I don't have much patience for building.
So thank you all very, very much for watching anyway. I hope you check out Mistaken's channel and see what wonderful things she gets up to. I don't think I'm going to do much more EvilCraft myself. I think now that this is here, I can do the enchanted book stuff, take enchantments off items. That's about all I want to use it for in this playthrough. I'm not really going into the magic mods during this season of Avant. Maybe next season, when we have a new start with a new mod pack, maybe that'll be all magic and hardly any tech. But this season, this is just enough, just the practicalities of being able to get those enchanted books. But that is all I got time for this episode, folks. Thank you very much for Mistaken for joining me, and thank you for watching. Tune in next time.
Thank you, guys, and goodbye.